In my junior and senior year in high school, I took a course called Distributive Education. Because of that, I was able to get out of school by about 11:30 and go down to the local five and dime store and work during my junior and senior years. And I found myself loving the work and loving retail, and I took to it. I said, this is something I think I could do. I don't know that my mother and father, being ministers, really understood that we all have a calling on our lives. And as a result of that, after I got into retail, I really felt like I was a second-class citizen and a second-class Christian. And it took me some time to learn that, God had a purpose for my life as well as any of my brothers and sisters, which all five went into the traditional pastor, pastor's wife, evangelist. During a time when I was actually a store manager at a variety chain, I decided to start manufacturing something just to go in business for myself. And so we started manufacturing really small miniature frames in our garage. And that's how we got started in business for ourselves. And from that manufacturing, we used the profits to open up our first store, 300 square feet, which is about the size of a living room. And then after that, we made enough profit to take it to 1,000 square feet, which was a big move, we thought at the time. But over the years, God has blessed us, and we have continued to add stores. And we're at the point this year where our sales are going to be $2.5 billion, and God has blessed us to be a very profitable company. Every day there's decisions around here that has to do with, is this what Christ would have us to do? And so we try to ask those questions. There's many times that God tests us in terms of dollars and cents. Like when he was dealing with us on opening on Sunday, we said, this is what God would have us to do. At that time we were doing $100 million on Sunday. Not that we've always made the right decisions, but hopefully that we are very sensitive to finding out what Christ would have us to do in our business.
We don't set our Christianity on the shelf when we come to work. It is a part of our work. I think it should have an influence on every decision because as a Christian, that means that we are following Christ. That means that every decision that we make should be guided and directed by Christ that lives within us.
It's a unique company to work for with such core Christian principles that dictate so much of what we do here, that really kind of says it's not just about words, it's not just here's what we say, it's let us show you how we live.
The employees really feel the love that the Green family has for them. They support a lot of ministries that invest in their lives. We're just grateful to be able to see not only the lives that it's touching here, but they take this information home and it's making a big impact in their family as well.
I feel like the Lord has put these 20,000 employees in our charge, and he spoke to me about that at one time, and I thought at the time it meant only their spiritual, and as a result of that we've hired 3 chaplains. But when I gave it more thought, I think he also meant in terms of their financial needs. And so we felt like that we needed to do all we could do and step up above what's required of us. What is required of us is $7.25 an hour minimum wage. But the last couple of years we have raised the minimum wage to our full-time employees now is at $12. And in addition to that, we try to give them reasonable hours. That's why we're only open 66 hours a week. And because we have taken care of our employees, they have taken care of us. It has been a good relationship.
I walked into one of our break rooms recently. One of the housekeepers was standing there. So I called her by name. I said, "How are you this morning?" She said, "I'm just wonderful." She said, "I clean restrooms and I clean floors to help David Green get the gospel spread worldwide." It doesn't matter who fills what position out here. There's that heart to please God in everything that is said and done. And that attitude comes from the Green family.
This business has been blessed by God. He has given the family the skills and the ability, the opportunity, the time, the ideas. All of these have come in one way or the other from God. And so for us to lay claim to any of that would be wrong on our part. That helps us have the right perspective and understanding and not feel like that it's ours to do whatever we want to with.
So we legally have a document that says if this company is sold, 90% of it would have to go to various ministries, and the other 10 would go towards maybe the health, maybe education, things of that nature for our great-great-grandchildren. We do not own this company, but we're the stewards. God has given us the responsibility to be good stewards, and that we want to do.